What's good everyone, it's Zigzag here, welcome back to another Geoguessr video. Great to have you along on the channel today. And guys, we have exciting news because Google has been super busy recently. They've been announcing a whole bunch of new countries and we've been seeing the Google cars driving in a whole bunch of new countries as well. So obviously we know about the recent countries added, namely Kazakhstan, Qatar, Rwanda, Sao Tome and Principe. There have been a few in recent times, so let me run you through what exactly is going down right now. This is hot off the press. We have Paraguay coverage coming in. Obviously Paraguay, a country that's long been missing from Google Street View. It was the sore in the middle of South America, you know. All the other countries have at least decent coverage. Bolivia has partial coverage, and Paraguay had none. As a side note, there actually used to be a tiny trekker in this town on the dam here, but unfortunately got deleted. So this used to be covered. Anyway, we should be seeing the country now that we have this sighting here, which is another pickup truck coverage with the trekker camera on the back. So yes, it will be another one where you can see the Google car, which is terrible news. I really hate how it's just all about guessing, you know, what dirty spots are on the top of the car for getting the right region of the country. But, you know, it's better than nothing. I've always stood by that at least. And, you know, it also goes to show why NMPZ is king, because you don't have to deal with this car meta nearly as much. So that should at least be fun for NMPZ, and hopefully they cover the entire country. Next up that I haven't mentioned on the channel is Costa Rica. Again, it's more pickup truck coverage. This one will look at least similar to Panama, so that should at least be fun. And yeah, there you go. It says Costa Rica right here. All these discoveries are courtesy of VirtualStreets.org, so do check them out. Thank you for their good work to everyone who does work over there. Next one here, we got Ecuador Gen 4, again on pickup trucks. But this is a good sign because they did the bad cam, the crap cam over in Ecuador recently, and now they're upgrading to Generation 4 on the pickup trucks. Obviously, that is without a doubt an upgrade, especially for NMPZ. So that's good news. I have to say that it does appear that there is some, you know, in the countries that are getting bad cam, eventually Gen 4 is coming. I think it will actually be the case for India. Chicago Geographer's friend recently told him that that Google is planning to send some people to India, send some Gen 4 cameras to India. So it wouldn't be a surprise to me if that comes within the next year. And that would obviously be super exciting. If we got full Gen 4 India, it would be the biggest update of all time on Geoguessr. It would just be simply amazing. But who knows if they're actually going to do it. We'll find out. There's more stuff to come though, because we have Generation 4 coverage coming to the Faroe Islands. Again, pickup trucks, so they're really pushing out this pickup truck stuff. It's not too bad, but this is one of the first black pickup trucks. I mean, I guess there's a little bit of it in Rwanda, but that should be fun. Faroe Islands is already super easy anyway, but hopefully with Gen 4, it could bring a slightly different challenge. Maybe on NMPZ in an urban circumstance, it could be more difficult. And hopefully this one makes its way, or hopefully a normal Gen 4 car makes its way to Iceland. If they're doing Faroe Islands, why wouldn't they do Iceland? Because it's a place where a lot of tourists go. So I definitely think we could see that coming up in the future. Next up here, this is old news, but they continue to do tons of coverage in Bosnia, so we're all waiting for this one to come out. It appears they're just like basically doing it all over the country from what I've seen, so looks like we're going to get very extensive coverage and in normal Gen 4 there, so that's super exciting. Stay tuned for that. Obviously, I would not be surprised if that drops within the next few months, according to projections, I reckon, so, you know, it could be up to 6 months, but hopefully it's shorter than that. Next up here, this is an exciting one. We have Kazakhstan getting new 2024 coverage. So, you know, Kazakhstan was released and it only pretty much had main roads and cities. Hopefully this means they're going to do some more remote areas or something like that. And also hopefully it means that the car meta becomes less dependable, because if there's more coverage, that's more to learn, which just means that car meta is a little bit less important. So that will hopefully be the case, but obviously because it's pickup truck, it will still have the same problems that the original coverage had. Next up, we have Vietnam. This is from 2 months ago, or actually 1 month ago, this coverage. So obviously Vietnam used to have Google coverage, and they deleted it. It was only in the major cities. It was motorbike coverage. All these lines are unofficial coverage now, and so hopefully it gets published. This is one that like is probably the least likely out of everything I've shown to actually get published, because they've been driving it for a long time, and it seems like Google's just driving it for data at the moment. Interestingly, the color of the camera is green, whereas normally in any other country it's blue, but apparently some of the time in Vietnam they have the green camera. No idea what that means. It probably doesn't mean anything, but this is kind of a funny detail. And then we also have far western Mongolia being covered in Gen 4 now. So they did around Ulaanbaatar, you may have seen that there's a bit of Gen 4 there, but now they're pretty much expanding for the rest of the country. So this is obviously super exciting. I mean, Mongolia was already a car meta country anyway, so it doesn't really matter, and Gen 4 will obviously make things a lot more fun because there's more possibilities, which is always what you want to see in Geoguessr. And we also saw a sighting of crapcam coverage in Nepal. This one's not 100% confirmed. Same thing with Kuwait. They're not 100% confirmed that they're actually going to drop, but we do actually have Nepal coverage potentially coming here. And apparently it may end up being Gen 4. It may just be testing with the crapcam. Let's hope that's the case. In my opinion, it'll probably just be the crapcam before we get Gen 4. But Nepal will be a fun country to have, so there's plenty to get excited about. And one of the last things I wanted to mention is that they are driving the small cam coverage inside of Japan. It's a slightly different Generation 4 camera. It's a bit more bulky, but a bit smaller. And it is slated to be released eventually, and that would revolutionize Google Streetview, because then they can send this one, it just mounts to a normal roof rack on a car, and they would send that one around the world, so to small islands and stuff like that, because it can be mailed easily and shipped easily. So that's the hope, that we get that releasing in the near future, and then we eventually get a whole bunch of countries covered with the small cam. But for now, that is that. And then we also have, of course, as I've mentioned before, have Oman coming, and also Namibia coming. So the number of countries that are getting coverage now is just immense. It's super exciting. I really hope that they do Morocco or Algeria soon, or something in North Africa, because that would just open up a new frontier. But for now, let's not complain. We have an insane amount of countries. I think the most exciting one to me is Paraguay. But like, obviously a bunch of these are super exciting. I mean, if we're able to get Gen 4 India, that will literally be the happiest day of my life. But, you know, what we've got now going on is very good indeed. Oh, let's not forget Lebanon, which has been continuously updated. You can see how many blue lines there are now. Pretty crazy. It's all pretty low quality, but at least it's something. All right, that is it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this monologue. And let me know what you guys think of this. We've got a bunch of new countries added. So as far as I remember, it's Paraguay, new, Costa Rica, new. We're getting Gen 4 Faro, we're getting Gen 4, there's one more, oh yeah, Ecuador, and then we're getting the new coverage in Mongolia and Kazakhstan. It's big stuff, guys. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want more of these ones in the future. Of course, I'll be bringing you the very biggest news when a country releases, for example. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.